Hello everyone, this is Jim and welcome to episode 4 of E04 Minecraft. I was out exploring. As you can see, I'm on top of the big spaceship, airship, airship slash spaceship, and I was just out and I noticed there's something down there, and I'm not entirely sure what it is or which mod it comes from, so I thought this would be a good spot for us to stop the ship, go down and have a look, see if we can find out something about it, see if it's worth investigating. Um, and yeah, now we've been recovering from our little fights with the in the Nether, our little jaunt. In the last episode, that was actually a little while ago, in real time, and I'm going to fall. I lost quite a bit of stuff on that trip and been slowly recovering. Got some of it back. Some of the tools have been remade, and although they're still not quite as good as what they used to be, and slowly replacing my tools backpack, which was something else that we lost. Now, this looks very interesting, doesn't it? What's this from? They look very cool. Oh, it's guys coming after us. Can we at least tell us who you're from? Thorncraft. Ooh. Okay. I didn't know what this was. What's this? He's going to kill us, isn't he? Run, run. Oh, and because we're in a newish area, because I was exploring, chunks are loading, and go away, Mr. Knight. Crimson Knight. And this isn't doing any good at all. What about sword? Kind of. Let's see. I wonder if we're... Oh, lag. Lag. Oh, one down, one down. And I'm going to... Oh, one more hit, one more hit, one more hit. Where'd he go? Oh, he's done a runner. Crimson Cult boots. Yeah, I haven't done much, haven't got much into Thorncraft yet. Oh, maybe if you get within a certain radius, they come after you. And then, no? No, what's he doing? Quickly better. An iron sword. Iron sword. Food, food, food. Yeah, so that's interesting. It does look very cool. If something looks really cool, then it's got to be Thorncraft. He's the best artist, mod developer, I reckon. Where'd he go? Come back here, you. Arr. Ah. Anything interesting? A void seed. Okay. So maybe this will inspire me to get a bit more into Thorncraft. So what are they protecting over there? Can we see a bit closer? Wow. Oh, no, we always set them off. And I don't know if I can face them right now. No, wait. Ah. Probably should have put the rope ladder from the ship a bit further down. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Excellent. Another pair of Crimson Cult boots. Warping. Alright, well, we might mark this on our map. Head back to the base. And, yeah. Come back to this when we sort of know what it is. And what these guys are all about. So a slight detour. Instead of heading back to the base, I thought I'd continue to explore around a little. The server is struggling a bit. It's with generating all these new chunks, but yeah, we've got a nice little ancient city here, a walled-in city by the looks of it. There's the map there, and we're just there. So I might do a little bit of exploring and falling into holes, and see if See if there's actually anything interesting here. There'll probably be lots of spawners, I'd imagine. I'd imagine there'll be some loot chests too, but whether they're any good or not. And we'll probably have to be fairly careful as well. I have slept in the bed in the ship. Oh, spruce. And ooh, probably lava somewhere. No, one of those guys. Oh, bugger. How long was I exploring for? 10 seconds before I died? Great. Great. So, yeah, they sound the same as the Efreet, the fire versions of those sort of demony thingies. I do have some arrows, good. Iron sword. Some of those. Alright, I'll get my stuff and we'll, so I can continue on. Right, that's better. I have found that often the Lycanites mobs despawn after they kill you, not long after they kill you. Not always, but it seems to happen a bit, I've noticed, which is handy because then when you go back and get your stuff, you're nice and safe. Now, there are a couple of spawners in there, but there's also a nice double chest, so hopefully we can get some goodies. A couple of zombie spawners, which would be handy to have another one of those in our mob system, little mob XP / farm. Oh, and there's things, holes too. Okay. Can we not fall down those and put a little haha. Hopefully that will stop. Oh, there's a couple more. There's lots of. Alright. This could be quite an interesting place to explore. I wonder if there's any spawners on the roof. We'll just quickly check that first. Roof all clear. Excellent. Ah, and some stairs. This is very much like, if anyone's tried the Battle Towers mod, this looks very similar. I wonder which came first. I know this, because it's a pretty similar design building. Anyway, an iron sword. Yay. We'll leave the spawners, we might come back for those when we've got a diamond dolly. What have we got down here? I wonder if there's anything more interesting. Skeleton, maybe? Wouldn't mind one of those. I've got some stairs to go down. Or just holes. I wonder. Aha. Aha. Ow. You. Oh, those zombies are pretty hard to kill. And one of those fire ones. Yeah, you know what? Let's leave that for later. I'm wussing out. Before we go exploring towers, how about we explore the rest of the building first? Buildings. Oh, and I'm starving. I'm slowing down, I think, because I'm starving. And those plague zombie type things are they have a lot of health. Where'd he go? Pillar up, pillar up, pillar up, pillar up, pillar up, pillar up. Alright, I'll deal with him and do a little bit more exploring, and we'll see if we can find anything of interest. well, there's plenty of spawners and things to look through, some chests and things. Nothing particularly um, exciting, I guess, unless you're wanting to take on some creepers and etc. But get a creeper head. This is one of the things we've been needing for the soul something from Ender.io. We just need an Enderman head now to make it. Soul binder? Something like that. Anyway, let's head back to the base and we'll start something else there. So, this is what we've been working on off camera lately. This kind of evil looking base thing. Yes, you might have spotted a glimpse of this in the last episode before we went to the Nether. This guy is our blood magic base, and tried to make it appropriately looking evil. Might need to turn that star upside down, make it even more evil. It's a little disconcerting walking through this. But you enter the building through his mouth and up into here. Still working on the insides, and there's a river. Aha. And we'll just get rid of him. These guys, we've updated Lycanites mobs just recently, and now these guys seem to be spawning inside this building fairly regularly. Yeah, as long as you notice them in time, then you're generally okay. So yeah, still working on the building. Need to put a roof in. Not sure what to use for the roof yet. Got the shape there I want, but yeah, not sure on the block yet. There's a lot of blue on the inside, but we've recently broken this up, and you may have noticed these heads everywhere. We just added as well the head crumbs mod, which adds heads for Lycanites mobs and Twilight Forest, all the vanilla mobs that don't have heads, it adds heads for those, like the pig and the villager, blaze. So I'm putting these here for the moment. I think it's appropriate to have heads in the blood magic area. We might move them, might need to make like a museum and have a head museum. We'll see how we go, but for the moment these are here in here. Yeah, so still got a bit of work in here. We'll have an altar in here. This is sort of a different coloured room. The stone we've used, this is just cobblestone coloured brown and stone brick coloured black and soul sand coloured red with extra utilities. It's very handy. It sort of opens up a whole lot of possibilities for building, so adding all these different colours in, just your normal Minecraft colours, but being able to use it on different blocks makes it very handy. Yeah, and we've got another we'll get to those guys in a minute. Up here we have an altar. I haven't done very much blood magic at all yet. Well, I don't think I've done any, but Simon has done quite a bit. So he's got an altar up here. This is kind of we're calling this the kill altar. This will be where you can get your soul network levels, life essence, blood / levels built up here. And he's got some auto things happening as well to make all these slates and stuff. But underneath, this is where the action happens that he's got set up. We'll have to get him to take us through exactly what it's doing, but basically he's got some villagers, a villager spawner that seems to have a limit to what it'll spawn around it, from what we can see. But as you can see, the villagers are taking damage, but they've also got regen. I think he's got a couple of rituals set up here to do both of those things. So yeah, and he's decorated the inside there with looks quite the purpley stuff looks quite cool with the lava brick in the background there. Just got to do the outside walls, I think. So yeah, it's coming along, this building. It's quite morbid to work in, so I don't think we'll do any work in here at the moment today. And we've been using these travel anchors a lot from Ender.io to zip around the base. It's really good for getting to all the different parts of the base. And we've just updated Ender.io and it made these destinations look much larger. So it's really a handy way to get around. It doesn't cost anything. They've got a fairly small limit for distance, but at least it simplifies getting around. It's really handy. But what we will do, I think, because I've been working on that sort of dark, morbid, kind of evilly looking building, I think we'll make something a bit brighter and nicer. And you notice the fog effect, it seems to do that at dusk and dawn around here. And there's something spawned around here. Yeah, so I think we'll work on a building for our enchanting and potions crafting. We've got them all, just all our sort of enchantment stuff here, just sort of lumped in here at the moment. So we want a building for it. So we need a spot for the bibliocraft typesetting and printing press, which we use to copy enchanted books. We want the enchanter in there, tanks for the liquid XP, and we'll probably still want a drain up there here, but an ender tank to send it all to the enchantment building. We might get some bookcases to put some of the enchantments there. Yeah, because I've got sort of protection on these bits of armor. I'm still using those Kreknorite fire protection leggings, but I want to get a proper protection pair of the dark armor so we can charge it up and keep it charged. I've actually made in a bibliocraft clipboard. I use this as sort of to keep ideas and things I want to do. So I've got enchantments here about all these things I want to enchant, and it'll be about prioritizing those because it still costs a lot of XP to do all these things. But it's got this clipboard's got all the other ideas we want to do. Some dimensions to visit and Twilight Forest, blood magic. I've got to get all those orbs. Yeah, so lots of things to do. So yeah, I think we'll make a sort of a brighter building for all the enchantments. I was thinking of maybe using the chisel marble and then using it, getting the chisel and maybe sort of some of these other shapes, making it kind of a brighter, like enchanting, heavenly kind of building to contrast against the blood magic, dark, evil building. I think that'll be a good way to go. Chisel does have these fantasy blocks, but they're a little bit kind of bluey kind of colour. I'm not a big fan of these. They look a bit too, yeah, a bit too much. So I think the marble is a better way to go. So I'll go scope out a spot for us, somewhere outside, and we'll go have a look at what we need to lay out. So I think here's a good spot, down towards the docks area there, just opposite this building here. We've still got to do some work with the portal building here, but I'm not quite sure what design we'll use for that yet. But so we'll put it here somewhere. I did have a couple of Yetis from Lycanites in a paddock here, but yeah, they seem to have wandered off. I think we had some fire damage on the fence, and they kind of disappeared. Probably around somewhere. The dark axe. I love this dark axe from Ender.io. Chops down whole trees. Very, very cool. And takes out all the leaves as well. It's great. Uses a lot of power, but yeah, very handy. uh, Ender Minis. They're from Ender Zoo, or which is an offshoot of Ender IO. They don't attack you, I think, unless you attack them, and they're nasty. They've killed me a couple of times. So yeah, we'll leave them alone. Might have to look at getting a better sword for them. So yeah, so what we're going to need, we're going to need sort of, well, enchanting station with with kind of the books. So maybe if we had like an enchanting table with the bookcases around it. So we'll definitely need that. Um, what else? Well, the printing, the bibliocraft sort of typesetting printing machine, sort of next to each other. So maybe, yeah, maybe we'll have them sort of on a little alcove next to the books in here. So books around there. Might even have just sort of books for display around um, around those kind of sort of learning and positive things as opposed to that over there. Um, I think we want some bookcases on the walls. Maybe we'll somehow set them here to have like the original enchanted book, and then copies that we can use. So you can take and use the copies, and then if they run out, then use these guys to copy the enchanted books from the originals here and put them into the other shelf. So maybe something like that. Um, what else? Oh, we want the enchanter, of course the Endurio enchanter, which we can get specific enchantments that we want. Um, so perhaps something like that. Just have it in its own little alcove here. Now potions, we haven't done much with potions yet, but we might want some potions. So probably a set of brewing stands. Not sure yet, but we'll probably want to at least allow for a fairly decent space for that. In there maybe. What else? Oh, tanks and things for storing the liquid XP. I think we'll just use drums, so we won't need a lot of space for that, but something, maybe like that in there somehow. Plus a bit of storage. We might have them maybe under the books here. We might put just some chests or things. So maybe bring this out a little bit, like so. So that's roughly what we're going to need. We'll if you can kind of picture it in your head like I am, it might not make a lot of sense. So I might get some building, get some layout happening, and we'll see what we can come up with to put all this stuff in. I was just running around getting some stuff, and I noticed this on the wall: a chicken head. I think Simon has been playing with the headcrumbs mod. We've got it set so that they drop 1 in 20 chance, because we've got so many mobs and things are so, well, rare, I guess, for the most part, different types of mobs. Yeah, so yeah, just thought I'd show off that guy. Alright, I think we've got a layout here. This is one of those buildings where I've got no idea about what it'll look like or anything, so it's really just a matter of placing down some blocks and going with it. So we'll have the enchanter in sort of this little alcove here. Basically it's a set of alcoves off the main sort of big hallway area, or big room here that won't really have anything in it. We might have some decoration on the floor and things. As you can see, I've got a travel anchor to zip around in the middle, so we could have, say, the enchanter there, the printing press and typesetter here with any required bits in a chest in between. Have the anvil here along with all the books, so have the books on the bookcases here. Over here will be enchantment table. Yes. And so with the books, the bookcases around it, with the enchantment table, just a normal, good old vanilla enchanting table. Um, Over here we'll have a charging station for charging up our tools and things. Um, I've put it in the enchanting room basically because to get the power levels on these, you need to actually use the anvil and enchantment and XP levels to put the things onto there. So this is a good spot to have a charger, and I've got a wind turbine and things. This was on the roof of the house temporarily over there, so I think here's a good little spot for it. How exactly I'll have the wind turbine on the roof to make it look good, we'll just have to see how that goes. Here will be the liquid XP storage, so I'll have some drums and things here. We may have a remote setup sort of closer to things here. We'll see, but definitely we'll leave a drain in the house over there on an ender tank to send the liquid XP over to here in this corner. And then sort of on the end here we'll have the brewing somehow in here, maybe with some potion shelves and things as well. Don't use potions much, but yeah, this is kind of the spot for them, I think. If we look at the map, you can sort of see the general shape there about what the building will look like. It'll be interesting. We'll see what we come up with. I've just got the bricks here for the moment. There's kind of just placeholders for the layout. There's a bit of variety we've got here. Here's just some of the different shapes we can have with the marble. As to which ones we end up using, we'll see. I should probably use another colour as well to sort of offset the marble white colour, maybe a black, and we'll make a nice floor. I moved the spaceship. It's going to have a landing pad thing eventually, probably somewhere over near the water there. Not sure exactly where yet, but I was planning to put it a bit further away over there. And yeah, so I'll get working on this in between episodes and see what I can come up with. But I think for today, that will do us. Oh, one last thing. I did do an update in between when we were out exploring and getting back here. And on the HUD here, you can see on the top left there, we've added a damage indicators mod. So, and I've modified my whaler a little bit so it doesn't show the health levels of mobs anymore. And we can see a Lacidon coming at us. The damage indicators has a bit further distance, so you can see the health of things from a bit further away. Like there's an Ica there. So I did sort of scale both its size and the and whaler's size. So it's a handy little extra. I think I changed the default skin to something else too. And any heads? No heads. I love those heads. I've actually gone hunting specifically to try and find heads. So yeah, so that'll do us for today. I'll keep working on our new building here. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Leave any comments, likes or anything below, and we'll see you in the next episode.